Okay, hello. This is my first video blog. I'm doing my blog via webcam today instead of the old traditional keyboard version. I'm just giving this a shot, trying it out, seeing what I like, seeing how I like it. So thanks for watching. Today I'm going to do a little talking about, go figure, videos. Yay! Um, so I'm going to use a video to talk about videos. Which you may know if you've been reading my blog. That's kind of how I like to do things. So here we go. So this is probably going to be the very first video I've ever posted via YouTube. I'm in a number of videos that are on YouTube, but I didn't post any of them. But I guess that's probably true of a lot of us. So anyway, so what is a video? What's great about videos? It's pretty cool that I can sit here. I think it's pretty cool that I can sit here and just make a video, and you're gonna watch it, and might get something out of it, might not. But it's a very easy and fun thing to do, thanks to places like YouTube. Um, an interesting thing that I've been thinking about, and kind of correlates with a podcast I was just listening to, the Planet Money podcast, which you should check out, npr.org/blogs/money. If you're interested, check it out. This particular podcast was about branding and getting people to recognize your logo and what you do with it so that they can, or so that they feel more comfortable about your product. And targeting it in a way that a certain kind of person or a certain personality will be interested in it. They were talking specifically about T-shirts, and as a NPR podcast, they were talking about how awful NPR T-shirts traditionally are, and how they want to make a T-shirt for their podcast that is not awful, that people would actually be interested in buying. So they were talking to a bit of a fashion expert, and she was just explaining to them all of these thought processes that go into making a brand and making a logo. And I was just thinking about how well that related to making videos and creating a video that could potentially go viral and all of those things. And what about these videos are interesting to people, and what do these videos tell you about the people that are making them? So I was thinking a lot about uh, you know just simple things like, what does a person have in their video? For instance, you can see my lovely bookshelf behind me with the nice red lights, and why did I decide to do that in this blog? Why did I decide to use that as a backdrop? Well, honestly, I just think it looks cool. I thought it would be the nicest place in my house, besides maybe my piano, which is that way, which is why I look that way. Uh, would So I thought this would be the most interesting spot. So what can you see in this my bookshelf that tells you something about me? Tells you something about what you might call the brand of Nate. So for instance, you can see right back here all of these books, and if you have really keen eyes and you maybe know the logo really well, you might be able to tell that most of those books are Star Wars novels, which I haven't read in a long time, but still would consider myself a fan of. So that's a little bit of something about me. Right here on a shelf below that, you can see my CD collection. So maybe you can tell that that's something that's important to me. And this is not a large part of my CD collection. This is a very small part of my CD collection. Um, and I also have right behind me some records, which is maybe something else that you can learn about me. And then to this side, I have a nice collection of stuffed animals, because I'm also a very big fan of stuffed animals. So there you go. And you can't really see it, but if you look straight up, all the way on the top, above the lights, there's a snowman playing the saxophone, which is very cool. Another musician friend of mine gave me that for a Christmas present. But what else? What else can you tell about me from this video? Well, first and foremost, especially if you have been around me much at all, you can see my hat, which I definitely consider a part of my brand. I wear it every day, and I love it, and it's very much a part of the appearance that I put on and give people. Um, Also, you can't really see it well here, but you can see my earrings. And these are also something that I love very much and I have all the time, have on all the time. And that's also another part of my brand. And my beard, part of my brand. Um, my glasses. I've been wearing this particular style of glasses for a number of years now. That's important to me. My hair is getting long again. I cut it short, but now it's getting long again. Again, another part of the brand that is me. And you can't really see it here, but now there you go. Okay, I'm wearing a Jimmy Eat World T-shirt, band that hasn't been popular for a number of years now, but in high school especially, I used to really enjoy listening to them. So there you go. These are all things that you can tell about me just from watching my video. So that's kind of an interesting way to think about videos and just maybe looking a little bit more deeply than just the surface on what people are showing you in their video. It's not just about the content. Sometimes it can be about learning a lot about a person, and that's kind of a cool thought since we've been talking in the class that this blog is for about transparency and the directions that the internet are heading in, and how we're going to have to live with a new level of transparency, and if we want a new level of customization in our internet experience. And that to me is a very cool thing. And so I guess this is a way for me to experiment with that concept a little bit about transparency and exploring a little bit about the persona that I put on and present to you, the viewing public. So there you go. There's my first video blog, all 7.5 minutes of it. Thanks for watching.